In the morning, I read this Reddit post. So I like reading "Am I the asshole?" posts or "Would I be the asshole?" and all of those posts. I don't know. It's just
Maybe
like
it says something about you.
cool.
And maybe the answer is yes.
No. So I read a lot of these posts. I don't know. I just enjoy it. So I was reading this post in the morning, and I want to hear your thoughts about it. Okay. So there's this guy. He's been dating this girl for the last 6 odd months or so. She lives in a different city, and she went for a concert with a couple of her friends, and the concert got over like really late in the night. Okay. And one of her friends had to stay back at her place. Okay. So the friend and her shared a bed. Okay. And he was like, would I be the asshole if I told her that it made me a little uncomfortable? Okay. So what are your thoughts, Ryan?
Wait, I didn't answer.
I wanted this to be a little obscure or vague for now, because I just wanted to know what your thought would be if a girl had a female, like a friend with her sharing the bed, or a girl had a male friend. Like, would your opinion be different?
Yes.
Or would it be the same?
Different.
It will be different.
Okay. So what is your opinion? Like, they shared the bed. They just, according to the girl, they just slept. They did not, I mean, there was no things happening. He went to sleep, she went to sleep. That's it. What is your
Does
thought?
a girl have a partner?
Yeah, her boyfriend posted this saying that would I be the asshole?
Oh, okay.
Would I be the asshole if I told her how uncomfortable this made me feel? So he spoke to her about it.
Okay.
He spoke to her about it, and he was like, I kind of got a little insecure, although she told me insecure. I said insecure. Although she did tell me that nothing happened or anything, but I was still a little insecure.
Give your opinions fast. I have many.
Hilarious. Okay, Ryan. Over to
Girl,
you.
okay. Guy, I'd be a little iffy about it until I knew the guy.
So he had never met the guy before.
Uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Okay, Sam.
Nope. It's just a no. And I know this might seem very orthodox in a way, or maybe backward minded, but no, it's like you have a partner, or even if you don't. See, if you like that person, something, it's a very different thing, right? But sharing a bed to me is something that's very intimate. Okay. Whether you're planning on doing something, whether you're not planning on doing it, that's irrespective.
So,
what's your thought on it, Rachel?
So, here is the thing, right? I don't know if you remember this, Sam, but when Adi and I first started dating, I think maybe like few months into the relationship, you and me, Rakshit, Riya, all of us were at my place, and we were all just chilling, and then I was like, I'm gonna sleep. I'm too sleepy. So Rakshit and I were sleeping together on the bed. For context here, Rakshit is my bestest friend, one of my bestest friends, okay? And he was on the bed, I was on the bed, we were sharing a bed, we were sleeping. It was in the afternoon, and Sam was sleeping down. Now, what do you think about that?
I got uncomfortable with that, by the way.
Sam got uncomfortable. But I video called Adi at that point, and I was on video call with him, and Rakshit just went to sleep and I just went to sleep.
Did Adi know Rakshit?
Yeah, Adi had met Rakshit before. So Sam was uncomfortable. I honestly think maybe this is a different perspective of mine, because I have shared a bed with someone and I've just gone to sleep. So generally what I do in such situations is, if my head is facing one side, the head of the other person will be facing the other side.
Okay,
And
for
he's
those who
looking-
can't see, you mean like his head will be where your feet are.
Huh.
Like in that same line. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, no.
I've never thought about it like that.
Even
First
I didn't
thing.
think of it
Second
that
thing,
way.
Rakshit has no interest in my butt.
Yeah.
And by the way, he's the only guy I've actually shared a bed with.
See, for me, like I am someone, I generally get very awkward.
Huh.
Even if I am sharing the bed with Adi, I would have been very uncomfortable. Like if we both were sleeping the same,
I think Adi would also be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think that's just how Adi and I are.
But that's the thing. I would not be uncomfortable at all sharing the bed with Nikhil.
Yeah, I don't think he would be either. Maybe it's just me.
Maybe it's
But just the thing, I see. I'm
But
very
then I think also trust plays a bit of a
That's
this
what I
in
was
it.
getting to.
She trusts me completely and she trusts Nikhil completely. You do, right?
Yeah.
You trust me completely.
Yeah.
That's about your comfort. I'm talking from the boyfriend's perspective. So I've been in the place of the guy who's slept on the bed with a girl next to him also. So it's
For those who don't know, I just made that little weird smoke face. It's just very immature, but I just wanted to do it.
yes, and then there's me who looks like a perfect gentleman.
Maybe that's what she likes. What?
He,
Don't know. Sam is just throwing random things together now, guys.
so, talking from my perspective, if I was the boyfriend's place, I'd be uncomfortable if I did not know the guy. But talking from the guy who was sleeping on the bed's perspective, I wouldn't offer or ask to sleep on the same bed unless I knew the boyfriend.
Exactly.
Also, I think that, now if it was any other guy, right, I would be uncomfortable sharing a bed with the person. Also, when I was reading the post, I was like, why didn't the guy just sleep on the sofa?
Yeah, exactly.
Or if he's not, like, if he's too tall for the sofa, just let him take the bed, you take the sofa. It's one night, right? I mean, like, why put yourself in a situation where your boyfriend would have to be, or your partner would have to be like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
what?
This is something I don't get. Like, when I hear situations like this, right? I was like, why can't you just be open? And why do you... Okay, maybe it was very late. She didn't want to call him up now. But like you said, right? Just pull yourself out of situations that would not make your partner uncomfortable. Not talking about guys or girls specifically. Anyone.
I think this was more of a post situation thing, like ho gaya and uske baad.
So that's the already done, and now he's like, so when I was reading the
I don't
comments,
think he's wrong,
also,
but
He's not wrong about it.
I read a lot of the comments also, and a lot of the comments were just like, so wait. So also, I forgot to tell you one main thing about the thing. Sorry guys, sorry. So he voiced out his concern to her, and he was like, was I the asshole for doing this? Like, telling her my concern. And she stopped talking to him then.
Walk away from
And
her. Walk away.
And see, this is why I didn't tell y'all till the end. I just wanted to hear your opinions first. But yeah, when I read that part, I was like,
red flag.
First of all, you share a bed with a random person that your boyfriend doesn't know, your partner doesn't know, okay? Then, when your boyfriend is talking to you about it, you just stop talking to him. Like I get that you... Maybe, from a perspective, like, just for a justification perspective, I get that she may be coming from a point where she's like, he doesn't trust me enough. But then explain it to him, right? I mean, would you be comfortable if these roles were reversed and he was sharing a bed with someone else? By the way, I don't know if Sam knows this or no, but I was in a situation like this a couple of years ago, wherein I was the girl and my boyfriend shared a bed with a girl who is his best friend, okay? And I did not like this girl to begin with, okay? And I had a huge argument with my boyfriend about this girl, okay? Saying that, I'm uncomfortable. How could you do this, right? I'm very uncomfortable with this situation and you sharing a bed with this girl, and you were drunk. She was drunk. Both of y'all were drunk. And she had a crush on him for a very long time. And I was like, that's a very uncomfortable spot you've put me in. And I was like, you know what? I trust you, so I'm going to give you a benefit of the doubt. Because I trust you. I don't trust the girl. And then I asked him, did she try anything? And he was like, no, nothing. And a couple of months later, right, I find out he actually cheated on me that night that he told me about. He cheated on me with that girl.
Give me names.
They clearly did things. And I was
Give me names.
I was like, okay.
Give me names. Ryan and I are going right now. Stop this podcast.
Calm down.
She broke up with him.
I don't care.
I broke up with him, obviously.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy I don't like.
Yeah.
Adi is the only guy of race who I actually like.
I have seen so many people get stuck into situations like this, and I'm just there like,
yeah,
how do people actually, tackle this, or how do you put yourself in a situation like this? It's like, pair pe kuladi maar diya, khud ke pair pe.
And you know what, so with this particular example that you told me, right, this particular situation of this guy, if the roles are actually reversed, this girl would have lost her marbles.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is the thing, it does come to trust, okay, at one point, but it also comes to the fact that how do you know the other person? So like Rach mentioned, if she and Nikhil were sharing a bed, would I be uncomfortable? No, because I know both of them, right? But if it was Nikhil and some other girl who I don't like, I would have definitely been upset about it.
Exactly.
It's not the fact that I trust him or not. It's just that situation would have made me uncomfortable.
See, we might trust our partner, but we don't trust the other person not to make a move.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Plus,
mean,
it's not just that. It's that it's a uncomfortable situation for me to think of. So, yeah.
Sometimes when I find myself in situations like this, or situations that can turn into something like this very weird thing, I ask myself, would I be comfortable if Adi does this? And based on my response, I'm just like, okay, I got my own response. Would I be okay with this? And most of the time, it's no or it's a yes. So I'm just like, cool.
I
Got my
think
answer
more
right
people
there.
need to start doing this to actually
Yeah.
put yourself in your partner's position to know how you would feel about that situation. Like, don't just point fingers and be like, but this, that. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense after it's done, right? Because see, very frankly, suppose the situation has happened. You've already breached that line of trust that is there, right? So then tomorrow, if something happens, okay, and you're telling a partner this, it'll be very difficult for them to actually listen properly to you because you already chose certain situations where you broke the trust a little bit.
Plus, I also feel one place where the situation could have still been salvaged, like still been salvaged after everything that happened, is that, you know, when your partner is voicing out their concerns
Yeah.
about this, hear them out.
Never negate it.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm coming to you telling you that I'm upset about something and you gaslight me into thinking that that is my problem,
Yeah.
I'm just like, bro.
Which is why Sam called it a red flag. You walk
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, I was like, so, no, but this has happened to me in the past as well, you know, where I have been like, you know, actually voicing out my concerns, and I have been called, oh, you're too possessive, you care too much, and I was like,
By who?
by one of my exes, and I was
I
like,
thought she was talking about me for a minute.
what? No. What? I sound like
you-
a red flag now.
You give Sam opinions, she'll have counter opinions. She'll not be like you're possessive. No, I felt this way.
No, I feel very defensive when Rach
Same.
is around the situation. So I don't know why it's been like this. I think for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
Anytime Rach says, for example, she'll say, if you're going to the bathroom, close the tap properly. But I closed it.
She
Did I
has
say-
a very mother-daughter response. Like, मैंने तो कर लिया था, bro. You know, like when you are kids and your mom is like, eat only one chip. I didn't eat only anything. It's like,
It is literally that. I get scared of her. Okay, ऊपर से and she doesn't say it nicely. She'll say in a very stern voice. Okay, तो मतलब मेरी फटके हाथ में आ ही जाती है.
it's I mean, I say it in a stern voice.
She says it in a stern voice. She has a stern face. So I'm like, I didn't do it.
Even though she might have.
response comes out automatically. This has even happened if Rachel asked me, do you want this? My first response for anything since I was a child, it is no. Okay. Do you want extra food? No. I'm hungry. I'm dying in hunger. No. But I will say no. After that, I'm like, it's okay. I need to support my first answer now. That has still continued. I don't know. I just cannot say yes for the life of me in the start as someone else. If it's like a group situation.
I-
Is that what happened when I offered you the mango?
Yes.
So now, you know what I do? The first time she tells me no, I'm like, okay. Before, what I used to do, I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, you know how you're asking a small child, are you sure you don't want more? And she'll be like, no. Then I'll be like, Arey, but you know there's so much, you take some. And then it's like win-win situation. Okay? Now she tells me no. I'm like, okay. And then she'll make this face like, you accepted this response? How? And I'm like, you ask. Do not make me do this beating around the bush
No, but
nonsense. I
still-
don't have time for this.
No, but still, okay, she's nice enough that I will just sit there and I look like I've lost all hopes in the world. Then she'll be like, go. Go take it and go.
Yeah. I'm just like,
So at this point, can't you just instead of asking, can't you just tell her go take some more food and come?
that's
No,
what
when it
I
comes to
do
food at her
generally.
place, I will take. I don't even ask. I just go and
She will not even ask me if I want more food. She will take it and go. I'm like, Diddu.
Yeah, I'm not mean, okay? You just make me sound mean.
No, I mean not like that. I mean
I
you
leave
just
food for the
enjoy it.
guys.
You just enjoy it so much.
Especially if
right?
she cooks na, हाँ तू खा नहीं खा मेरे को
So
फर्क नहीं
this
पड़ता है.
one,
I will eat.
so I have kind of like a small Christmas tradition is where, you know, we'll have like a small barbecue and all at my place and all. And this one year, okay, Adi, Rakshit, Sam, Ria, me, the 5 of us are there. We are having like a small barbecue thing, okay? Okay? And Sam ko we have we put the corn.
The way your hand was, I was like you rolled Sam in a bag.
No, I was just saying we put Sam on the barbecue. We put the corn on the barbecue, okay? And this one, we are having a whole conversation. So Rakshit, Adi and I, we are just like having this intense conversation. Sam is sitting in the background, okay? She's eating the corn like a little squirrel, okay? And I have a photo of this, I think. Like
Video.
She's nibbling on this corn bits, okay? And I'm like, Sam, she's dead to the word. And I am like, bro, what is this nonsense? And then I'm like, Sam. And then she's like a deer caught in headlights. I was like, dude, can you please? What is this nonsense?
So sometimes when Rach cooks na, I go in a different zone. So it's like I don't know where I am, who I am, what I am. I just know food is in front of me and I want to eat it. So that's why whenever she cooks, I just don't. She knows I will not be talking, so she just stops talking to me only now. But sometimes she'll call me and I'm like, I have gone. I am in the food. The food and I are one, dude.
So we went for Adi's birthday. We went to Panghat. Okay. There is a nice seafood kind of a restaurant at Borivali. Okay. Now who all are here? Adi, Adi's mom, Ria, me, and Sam. Because Sam
And this is
just
the first time I've met Adi's mom in person.
she's spoken to her on video call वगैरह and all. ठीक है. And we've got our thalis. We are eating. Sam is eating. I ask her a question. Dead to the world. Huh? I was like,
So she asked me and I was in the corner, okay? So I was nicely eating and then Sam I couldn't hear. And then after that, Sam,
and Adi's mom was like, she was eating and she was like,
she also looked up and it was not like a normal hair.
like that,
Everybody heard it.
like the typical bhaiyani person. I was like, calm down, child, calm down. I was just asking if the food is good or no. Or
Did you need to ask me?
Yes.
She called me twice and I didn't respond.
I just wanted to be sure that she's like, you know, the food
Enjoying.
is good and she's enjoying and everything.
I was
Adi's mom was sitting right opposite me and she started laughing and it was hilarious. I was like, at least I didn't embarrass myself.
At this
My
point,
future is good.
at this point, we are so. That's why I don't know. I want to meet my future in-laws with Rach there because it is our dynamic is such thing. Our dynamic is such that she automatically goes into the mother and I am the child there. So I need to be a bit more mature in front of my in-laws.
That's not happening.
Yeah, and if she is around, that is not happening. So we don't know what to do because I need her there for my emotional support.
I'm going to be standing outside the door like,
What are you standing in what kind of position?
It's
for?
Ryan! I look like a mummy ready to be activated.
Guys, for reference, whenever Ryan laughs, he goes in the Wakanda Forever position. Like he's literally, his hands is covering his chest and he goes laughing like as if a mummy is just falling back into its coffin or whatever that thing is called. What?
Coffin?
The coffin?
I don't know what it's called. The coffin mummy thing.
Casket?
Casket. Yes, thank you. So yeah, he goes back into that position and Rach also just went in that same position
Is a casket
right
and
now.
a coffin the same thing?
Yes, it is. Dido, what you confusing me for?
You're the one who was like, is it coffin?
I don't know.
Are you guys really searching this? Okay, guys, while these two are searching this casket coffin nonsense, I'm going to end the podcast here. Like, share, subscribe. Also, do not forget, once we do hit 100 subscribers, we have something really special coming up for you. Bye-bye.